Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that because we're here at Newport for the 60th anniversary. Well, back in the early or mid 2000s, we had our 50th anniversary in 2007. So in around 2004, 2005, we started thinking, well, you know, what can we do to really leverage a 50th anniversary to really help the branding of the festival? You know, what can we do besides just a killer festival that year? And so there were three main projects that we did. One is we embarked on a huge undertaking to digitize our entire recorded archive. We've been, for the most part, recording all the performances that we can every year for archival purposes, and they reside at the Braun Music Library at Stanford University. Well, by mid-2000s, those tapes, you know, were really starting to fall apart and degrade, and the digital revolution was in full play. So we were able to raise enough money through a variety of sources. It was very expensive to digitize the entire archive, you know, something like 2,000 hours of music. So that was a big project. The second one was starting our Monterey Jazz Festival record label that we did in partnership with Concord Music Group. And then thirdly, we thought of a touring project. You know, why don't we find artists that are kindred spirits to Monterey, artists that have had a history with the festival. Maybe they've been performing at the festival for years or decades, or they're big into jazz education as we are. Maybe they've served as our artists in residence, and get a group of compatible musicians that kind of shared the values of the Monterey Jazz Festival and put them together on the road for a performance, performing their own music along with music from festival legends like John Lewis or Dave Brubeck or Dizzy Gillespie, folks like that. And it's really worked well. We've done 3 tours now with a 4th tour scheduled for 2016. And the goal is really, it's not musically a real high concept kind of tour. It's just really great music, honoring the artist's own music plus MJF legends, and just putting a really swinging evening together and reaching out to audiences around the country where folks have probably never been to the Monterey Jazz Festival. And this gives them a chance to catch a little bit of the flavor of Monterey in their own town. So these tours have been, you know, usually between 45 and 60 dates, lasting for upwards of 3 months or more. They've been really good. Travel by motor coach, so you know, we always get a great group of artists together, and they've been really fun tours. So that's been successful, and so we're really trying to keep that going and looking towards 2016 for the next tour. This is Tim Jackson from the Monterey Jazz Festival and Kawumba Jazz. For more interviews like this, you can go to jazztimes.com.